Today's the day. Today I'm going to propose to Pal. I am going to pick her up right now. We're going to go eat. And soon after that, we're going to go hiking. She doesn't think anything special, I'm pretty sure, but it's going to be a special day. So we're hiking. I already have some people set up to film us. And then after that, we're going to go back to her parents' house. Hang out with them for a while, call her dad, who's going to be very excited. Then I'm going to say we are going out to eat, but really we are going to a surprise party that she's going to love. So yeah, I am really excited. I have a lot of emotions, I guess. It's been a long time coming, and I'm ready to go on to what's next. So, baby, I love you, and when you're watching this, I hope you give me a big kiss.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna read you a letter. Every day I'm amazed and impressed with you. You're quick to point me to the Lord. I value that so much about you. I want to have many more car rides, many more walks around the store, and many more hammocking sessions. So I write all of this to ask you one question. Will you marry me? I'll put it on. It fits. Alright, so
You can say.
I've been lying a lot the past couple weeks, and it's really tearing me apart, but secretly I loved it because, yeah. So yeah, this morning I said a couple weeks, or like last weekend, she slept in, we didn't do anything Saturday, and I was like, Pal, like another wasted Saturday. Like, what are we doing with our lives? We gotta go, like, hike or live or do something. Yeah, anything. So I kind of guilted her in. I was like, okay, next Saturday, let's go hiking. But she didn't know that I'd already planned, like, to propose, and then started the works on all of you all being here, and yeah. So I told her I was going to pick her up at 8, knowing very well that it was going to be at least 8:30 or 8:45 before we left.
Good call.
Yes. So
He knows me well.
yes.
Good.
Yes. So I show up at 8:30, like I thought. She was ready and just did. Yes. But she was a little grumpy because it was Saturday and she likes to sleep. She doesn't like hiking.
I thought it was going to be raining.
Oversleeping. Yeah,
yes.
so.
I like hiking, but
Right.
later in the day.
Yep. So we got in the car and went to Stone Mill to eat breakfast.
Good call.
She had no idea. We were just
I got in a
taking,
better mood after breakfast.
taking our time. Right. I had hey Ellie, come stand over here by us. I had talked with my man Kevin. He's hiding back there. That he would kind of scope out this place called King's Bluff that we have hiked before. He said, "Sure, let's do it." Said that he was gonna like crawl down a crawl down a ledge and like get a secret shot. And I was like, no, please don't. Like, if you die, it will literally ruin the day. Like, this is not good. So he took my advice. I asked him if he would set up some roses. He was working with a girl, so she knew what good was supposed to look like. So they made a circle of roses. Yeah. So after breakfast, we took our time. We got in the car, drove 2 hours to King's Bluff, walked the trail, told funny stories to each other.
Yep. All the while we were being recorded.
Yep.
I didn't know.
I had a recorder on me, so yeah. Kevin's idea. He's awesome. Yep. So,
I didn't know this, so I was thinking "Color of the Winds" while we were hiking.
Typical everyday stuff. Yeah.
Talking about lizards on ears. I don't know. Like weird things.
No, you don't want to know. So we finally get almost to the end, and I turn my backpack around to pull a letter and the ring out, and she just turns around, and I'm like, what do? So I grab the water bottle. First instinct was just, oh, I'm just getting a drink of water. Don't mind me. Just keep on walking. Turns around and keeps walking. So then I pull the letter out and the ring, and we just walk to the edge, and then I look over and I see Kevin, so I'm like, oh, actually, wait, look at that over there, and then like I saw Kevin was gone, and I was like, okay, so we can go this way, and then I was like, actually, what's that girl doing over there? And she was at like
There's one girl on like, because it opens up to this kind of like ledge type thing, but
over like the overlook at the bluff, and then at this particular spot you could see the waterfall really well, so the girl was hired by Kevin to be a photographer, so we start walking over there, and Kevin had told me previously that hey, wherever the circle is or the rose is, like, or that's where you need to stand. We talked about everything before. He ran out to get a shot. We positioned ourselves kind of right there, and then I pulled out the letter, started reading it, and then the other girl turned around and started taking pictures, and she had no idea.
I didn't even notice. I was
So as soon as she saw the roses, she was like, "Oh no!" and started crying. I mean, not like "Oh no," but like it's today. Like, okay.
So like my hair's up.
Yeah.
T-shirt,
We looked great this morning. I read her a letter and then got down on a knee. And like, thank the Lord she said yes, because look at her. And, so she said yes. Then we went to her family's house, and they all played along. All the while we had this set up. Also, I'm going to stop and say thank you to Sammy and Dustin, and Courtney, and Joy, and Abby, and Becca. Yes. And everyone else who came, because they provided food and got everything set up, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I told her while we were at their house that we were going to go out and eat dinner at a fancy place on the square that we had talked about last night but didn't go.
Hence.
And I was like, oh, Courtney couldn't come, so I'm just going to, I text Courtney and said, hey, will you text Pal and say, like, sorry I couldn't make it, like, will you please stop by and see me? And she is like very timidly asking me in the car, she's like, hey, do you think maybe we could stop by Courtney's? Like, you could get ready fast and we could stop by Courtney's. I was like, looked at the clock, I was like, maybe, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's all right, yeah, we'll stop.
I was like, I'll just get ready fast. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So around home, get ready. Drive over here. Ta-da. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you all
much.
for coming.